Merhaba arkadaşlar, kanalıma hoş geldiniz. Assassin's Creed Mirage'in yeni bir bölümüyle birlikte sizlerleyim. Videoya geçmeden önce videoyu beğenip abone olup yorum yaparsanız sevinirim. Ayrıca şu üst taraftan çıkacak olan kartlara tıklayıp LoL kanalımıza ve diğer oyun videolarına da ulaşabilirsiniz. Ee, seriden oynayacağım. Ben ne yapacaktım şimdi? Hepsini bulacağız. Rapor verelim. Aradan bir çıksın.
Basim, join me on the roof.
فلتصحبك السلامة في رحلتك.
Basim, I knew it was you. You're not the only one with eyes that see afar.
So, Tabed, you have filled the streets with eyes and spies.
Such is the life of a Rafiq. Without my knowledge, where would we be?
Knowledge is a tool, a weapon. It can be used for good or ill, and the Order is using it for ill indeed.
What have you learned?
Rot runs deep through the House of Wisdom. They are using some ancient book, hoping to build a wicked device.
I have heard rumors of this blasphemous contraption. They call it their great work.
The Order is experimenting on people, lethally. I have stopped them for now, but someone called El Rabisu is running things at the House of Wisdom.
Any idea about who this Rabisu character could be?
I have my suspicions about the great scholar, Fazil Fahim.
That fragile old man?
The clues I have gathered tell me so.
It could be. The House of Wisdom will be hosting a great symposium soon. An informal gathering of scholars. A lecture, refreshments, chatter. Even the great Arib will attend.
Kaç bu arada ya?
Spy
Ya
out this
bir buçuk
battle
saat
with care.
kalmış.
But do not throw your blade at the symposium. We don't want to show our hand just yet. But if Fazil is guilty and alone, then like a viper, strike. But you must be sure.
Ya ağzını bile ederim ben onu.
I
Rahat
will
olun.
be sure.
Kardeşim.
Citizens, please note that there is
Lan
considerable congestion
bu
by the
Bak şunu artık.
caused by an overturned car. All travelers and merchants should...
The shorter keep getting underfoot. Could you help clear my path?
حيوان بختي.
The symposium should be here. Baghdad's brightest, sharing their wisdom. Pardon me. I am looking for the great scholar's lecture.
Basil Fahim's lecture about the antediluvian antecedents of humanity will begin soon. In the meantime, please enjoy our ample stock of exquisite delicacies and tasty refreshments.
The translator. Hunain, you should not be back so soon.
I know. I'm still nervous, but I couldn't stay away from my books.
I guess we must always do our duty.
وداعا.
That astronomer might be... Sayyidi, I am honored to make your acquaintance.
Good to see more young people enjoying the House of Wisdom.
Do you think the great scholar will give a good lecture?
Do not waste time listening to his nonsense. I have written many more edifying and practical books instead.
On which topics?
I have written extensively about sundials, astrolabes, stars and planets, and the circumference of the Earth.
Fascinating, Sayyidi. I shall read more of your work soon. Wada'an, that astronomer might be one of them, though I doubt it.
Bu arada şu yetenek puanımızı verelim ya, 6 tane birikmiş.
Where is Arib al-Ma'muniya, the poet?
لا يقتنع الكابت بتلك النظرية على الإطلاق. من الصعب لا أعتقد أننا سنمتلك الأدوات اللازمة لقياس المنحنيات.
Looks clear. I can use my weapons again if needed.
حياتنا على الأرض.
Where
Buraya
is
mı
Arib
oturacak?
al-Ma'muniya, the poet? Where is Arib? I hope to catch a whiff of her magnificent aura. So rare to see her outside of the round city.
The beloved is in the garden, ruminating upon the perfection of nature.
Oh, to be a flower held in her discerning hands, inspiring such languid verse.
She must be relieved to be free of her wealthy patrons for a change.
Oh, perhaps she leads an exciting secret double life, slipping out of the palaces to find inspiration in common life.
I doubt it.
لكنها في المتناول. أصلع مثل البيضاء.
Hey,
Doğudaki...
over here.
شيء على رأسك.
Ha şey lan.
يومنا.
I told you I'd see you around.
Indeed. And what brings you back?
I want to show you something. These House of Wisdom boars collect the wildest trinkets and gadgets.
I have been here before, Mihad. This is Ahmed ibn Musa's office. Have you been sneaking in there?
Ahmed and his brothers are capable of designing some fantastic devices.
Not all of his ideas are that practical, I'm afraid.
Don't be so smug. The world is full of wonders. gives me a tingle down my spine. Like I'm nearing a cosmic secret.
You read too much about magicians and lost cities buried beneath the dunes.
You don't read enough. Perhaps there are other worlds, other people out among the stars.
Nonsense.
Çıkamıyorum. Yani bulduk onları başka. Ne istiyorum ben de? Bulup bitti işte oğlum. Çıkalım.
There is that poet the bit loves, whose work keeps turning.
Yes?
Symmetry of sky and sea, but only in thine eye do these two planes meet.
You have read my work. And who might you be?
A lover of poetry, nothing more. And of order. Or should I say, chaos.
I know only one living poet who loves chaos that much. Ali ibn Muhammad. Are you a fan of his pedestrian work?
The rivalry between you two is legendary. It enhances the craft. I cannot choose.
You are most diplomatic. But I would rather seek inspiration among these lovely blooms. Good day.
Hal görevi olmadı.
The great scholar's lecture will begin after a short delay. Meanwhile, enjoy our bounteous snacks and a sparkling
Locked. Not getting in this way.
Biz oradan girmemiş miydik lan? Pardon, buradan girmiştik. Oğlum bitti işte, baktık ya, daha ne istiyorsun benden? Burada varmış.
Remind you of your nightmares?
No. More like something from the Bimaristan. Or a training chart of the hidden ones.
Ah, yes. The swift ways to kill silently. Death in seconds.
Başka nerede var? Ya bunlara sırayla bakacağım.
This. I have seen this one before. Is this what you wanted to show me?
Yes. It reminded me of that object we found at the palace. What is it?
A drawing from an ancient book.
There is something you are not telling me.
You do not want to know what happens behind closed doors.
Why? Because you do not know either?
Because, as Dirwish says, sometimes it is better not to know the truth behind the things we must do.
The truth, Basim, is that everything is here in front of you. But you refuse to look at it. This is about you. It has always been about you, ever since that night.
I took an oath, Nihal. To leave my old life behind and walk this path of shadows.
And maybe someday you will find the light. But until then, I will walk behind you every step of the way to remind you not to forget who you are.
Is that a threat?
I do not know.
Hadi işimize bakalım hadi. Boş konuşmayın ya.
Sounds like the lecture is about to begin. I should return to the Kahraman. Pardon me. Is Fazil Fahim's lecture ready to begin?
Indeed it is. Head inside if you please.
Welcome, one and all, to the House of Wisdom, center of learning in Baghdad, indeed, of the entire world. I am Fazil Fahim al-Kimsa, first scholar of the House of Wisdom, wisest of the wise. Today, I will shock you with what may sound like outrageous blasphemies. Do not fear, good people. Though I am old, my mind remains sharp as steel. Today I speak of mysteries, of creatures from the antediluvian age. Do not the ancient prophets tell us about giants from before the flood who forsook Allah and worshipped false idols? Is it not possible these giants built marvels, works of wondrous power, now lost to us?
Zahra and Hassan are both dead, slain by an assassin's blade.
They're dead.
Sayyidi, I urge you to hide until it's safe. Apologies, people, but our lecture has concluded. Please, feel free to explore the House of Wisdom's many fine chambers.
You call yourself the great scholar, Fazil. You who burn books and hope the smoke will hide your crimes. How many did you sacrifice in your search for knowledge? How many did you use, damage, and discard in the name of discovery? Now you hide within the House of Wisdom. The house you led astray. But I will find you. And I will exact justice for every soul you savaged for your great work.
Hallederiz ya onu. Kolay o. Öldürmek bizim işimiz.
It is true. Fazil leads the order in Abbasiya. I need to hunt him down.
The old fraud Fazil went into hiding.
لا أريدها أن تتورط في أي
How exciting. What do you think frightened the great scholar?
The old fool must have imagined one of his antediluvian creatures. He's an absolute disgrace.
But where did he run off to?
There's rumors of hidden passages beneath the House of Wisdom. Maybe he hid down there.
I have heard the rooftop gardener mention these places, yes.
What a colorful detail to include in my verse. The scholar by secret tunnels fled, chased by delusions of deities who want him dead.
Go, Enkidu.
Where is the Kahraman? I wish to complain about the shortness of the lecture. I remain profoundly...
Bunları dinleyelim öyle gidelim ya.
Did you see the powerful power of Mexico? صراحة
Pardon me, but I heard a rumor about a hidden basement beneath the House of Wisdom.
A secret basement? You must be joking.
No, not at all. Surely, such a large building must have basements and cellars to store books and inks.
I'm aware of no such location on these premises.
Perhaps a little token of my appreciation will jog your memory.
Most generous. Murders, mayhem, and bonfires. It's time for me to depart the House of Wisdom. Father has a fine carpet shop in Samara. He always wanted me to take up the family trade.
A wise choice. Now, about any hidden cellars.
Oh, yes, of course, forgive me. Now that you mention it, there is a basement hatch in the northwest courtyard.
Thank you. Gatekeeper, let me pass.
Those who came before are...
What are you talking about?
Those who came before are...
Let me get back to you.
I've lost Fazil's greatest work.
Nerede lan o sesler? Evet, yukarıda.
Looks clear.
I've lost
I can
Fazil's
use my
greatest
weapons
work.
again if needed.
What do you mean you lost the great scholar's masterwork? I'm sorry. I was distracted by the presence of the famous poet Arib. Forget the poet. We better find Fazil's book or we're both dead.
Sounds like part of a passphrase.
What?
Could be dangerous. Count on me. What just happened?
Only an idiot would stand and fight us.
Going to find you.
Put him down. No one is...
Ve gelin lan işte.
I'm the one to spill some blood.
Search everything.
You can't avoid your fate.
Gerçekten bir kişi mi ya?
Get water. Die now.
It was your time.
Hey! I grind your bones to meal, cowards! Let me at the meat sack!
All right.
Now you die! You are breathing! This offends me! Not a good one! Have to hit harder than that! Again? Ah, maggot!
Ne alaka lan? Kaçtım ben ondan. Allah Allah. Bak kaçtığıma yemin bile edebilirim yani.
I'll finish you!
All right, I have this.
What the?
And I... the horse
Last storm!
I got you!
Break the mouth on you.
This!
What's
Someone is going to pay for this!
Oğlum istediğim yere neden atlamıyor bu?
Plenty of fight left. Don't go off. Alright. Got the horse on. Blood will flow. It's so predictable.
Niye istediğim yere atlamıyor, istediğim yöne atlamıyor daha doğrusu. Kafasına göre bir yere atlıyor. Bak. Oğlum düz dur lan. Sapıttı oyun şu an.
That book looks out of place wedged behind a desk like that. A history of a great scholar and his magnificent reforms of the House of Wisdom by FAZILI. Not sure if this is the correct volume. Looks like somebody left a book in the stairwell.
That's odd. Wait, what?
This letter mentions a private reading balcony. Might be where the reader had taken the book.
What the?
Bunları da hallettik. Tam üst katta mı?
An impressive volume, written by Father Fahim. Could be his masterwork. Its title is Those Who Came Before Are Those Who Shall Return. This has to be it.
Katta ama. Şuradan çıkacağız herhalde. Bence aynı yere geldik ama. Oğlum bir üstte nasıl çıkacağız lan? Hadi çıkalım.
Is there a problem?
Hey!
Bir geçiş de yok.
I better not
Tanesi.
use my weapons here. The Folly of Poetry by FAZILI. Does not sound too romantic, to be honest. Gatekeeper.
Those who came before are...
Ne bileyim, ben hiç okumadım ki hiçbirini.
Great scholar in the House of Wisdom.
No. We are done.
Bir daha deneniz ama zor bir şey mi ya?
No. Korea!
Var mı burada?
Looks clear. I can use my weapons again if needed.
What in the...
Someone is going to...
Who made this club?
Is to pay for this!
Come on! This...
Catch the vermin! When I catch the horse son, blood will flow! I've got all day!
Az önce bunu yapmadı öyle. Mal gibi öldü sadece. çıkış yok. Bu taraftan gideceğiz galiba. Böyle.
There is a deep wrongness here, a reek of rotten iron. Those robes might help me get closer to Fazil. What have they done to these people? Poor guy will not need this anymore.
This should help me blend in.
Şimdi uyumlu mu olduk buraya?
Please, take me back there. I don't belong here. Next subject! In here, now!
There are horrors here, but the most terrifying thing is that I have seen it all before. Somehow.
Who dares meddle with my great work, killing my allies and spoiling my lecture? It's an outrage.
It looks like the handiwork of a trained assassin.
Must be some faction in the Round City, or one of those jealous broods in Sharqiyya.
These killings were too subtle for mercenaries.
No matter. Once I understand how the mechanism works, I will prove myself to Al-Bahamud.
In here, Lackwit.
You are new, aren't you? I don't recognize you. They promised you gold when you volunteered, yes? No matter. What you are about to behold surpasses all worldly riches. Don't be afraid. Are you afraid? This is my great work. I call it Arua. It will take you on a journey to another realm. Why did the first ones leave this world behind, filled with fools, I wonder, and make so few of me? We call this the House of Wisdom, but its foundations are unsound. For beneath the House of Wisdom lies the Dungeon of Ignorance, and upon such dark secrets we build our philosophies. Science is the noblest purpose. Knowledge is the greatest power.
No.
No? Then what?
Justice.
This may be the place. It may be here where lies absolute knowledge.
Bu arada bu oyundaki boss fight'ları çok sade değil mi? F'ye basıyorsun ölüyorlar. Böyle şey Valhalla'daki gibi savaşmıyoruz. Valhalla'da şöyleydi. Boss'tan daha güçlü durumdaysan eğer tek atabiliyordun yine F ile. Ama değilsen savaşman gerekiyordu.
But in the end, all we see is darkness. I need to get out of here. Get back to DELİ.
Askerler ne oldu?
No question about it. Fazil was neck deep in the order. The scholar's notes. He believes in these ancient beings, the masters of memory.
Çalın burada. Müziğini değiştirin, bu nedir ya?
Basim ibn Ishaq.
How did you find this place?
Easy. I just follow the trails of blood.
You should not be here.
Do you talk to him?
Sometimes. Yes.
But he does not answer. I do. We have drifted apart since that day. But what we have seen back at the palace, this light, these sounds, we cannot have possibly forgotten.
Unlike you, Nihal, I keep the past in the past.
You call yesterday the past? And this jinni of yours, this repulsive shadow that crushes your chest, has it crawled back into the past too?
No, it is still here. Sometimes, even in the day, I feel its breath on my neck. The nightmare invades the real world, or has always been part of it.
This is part of your reality, Basim. I am a part of your reality too. I am your past. Tell me, will you leave me there? In the dark corners of your memory?
I will not.
Now, if you could invent a mechanical rug sweeper. Basim.
It is done.
And how did it all play out?
I'm afraid this is a tale for another day. We will save it for one of our campfires.
You have done well, my friend.
Better get back to my work. You know how easily I get bored. Thank you for what you did, Basim.
It is the truth. You have done well. One last thing. Arib, was she involved?
Not that I know. But we must remain vigilant.
O zaman ne oluyor lan?
Easy, Basim. I am here. Basim, تمهل.
I cannot keep them waiting.
Are they aware, your companions, that their hunter is hunted in his sleep?
If it were in my sleep alone, I could bear it. But it followed when I fled Anbar. Now it stalks me when I slay those I hunt.
The ones from the palace, in the masks.
4 are dead at my hand. The last, the head of the snake, will join them soon.
Why slit its throat when you could loosen its tongue?
What? Why would I?
The Jinni only struck in sleep. It never dogged you by the day until you reached into that chest. The masked ones prize what lay within. The ancient object that woke at your touch. They may hold more answers living than dead.
I hunt my enemies. I do not break bread with them. I took an oath, Nihal.
How can you hunt when you are hounded? If you could walk the dark unburdened, you could better serve the light.
I stay my blade from the flesh of the innocent, not from the order of the ancients.
If you will not ask your foes, then at least ask your friends what slept in that chest. And why they sought it.
Evet. Bu bölümü de burada bitirelim arkadaşlar. İzlediğiniz için teşekkür ederim. Sonraki bölümlerde görüşürüz. Kendinize iyi bakın. Hoşça kalın. Bay bay.